Grand Rising, Kingdom greetings, great awakening. Yes, I trust that you are all well and all is going well with each and every one of you at this time, in this space, in this moment, in this present world matrix that we are in. So, yes, I trust that everybody's doing well at this time. And wherever you're at on your journey, that you are doing, what do you say, exceedingly abundantly above that which we can ask, think, or even imagine. Yes, we can use those words for ourselves. We can use words to enlighten ourselves. So, I really trust that everyone is doing well, and um, are functioning in their highest capacity. Yeah. Are you functioning in your highest capacity? Are you fulfilling all of your heart's desires, dreams, aspirations, and purpose? Are you truly embracing this version of you, this new version of you, this uncut, uncensored? Yeah, you know, are you? Are you? For me, I am truly encouraged. I am truly enlightened. I am truly overjoyed, excited. I am grateful. I am thankful. I am, yeah, I'm all those beautiful things. All of those beautiful things I am at this junction, at this time. So, why am I here this day? Today is the what? 20th day of November 2024. 2024. Could y'all imagine? I touched down and landed in Kenya on November the 23rd, 2020. And here I am 4 years later, still standing, still smiling, still going strong, still encouraged, still embracing and enjoying the journey that I'm on. Still, sometimes can't even believe that I'm still here. Um, Still humbled, still sometimes overwhelmed, still sometimes um, questioning. Yeah. Still sometimes overthinking. Still sometimes wondering the next. But in the midst of all of that, I trust the Most High. I trust the divine creator. I trust the source. I trust the process. I trust, some of us will say, I trust my higher self. I trust the I am, I am. I trust the God in me. I trust that this is the path that I agreed in the heavens before I came into this earth that this is the path that I would take and the path that I would be on, not just for myself, but for so many others that will find maybe these videos, or find the community that is being built, that will find my story somewhere, um, and say, wow, she made an impact. She stick to her guns, she set the chart, and she followed through. Find inspiration, you know, and when they don't know which way to go and which way to turn, my life will be that living epistle for somebody else to be able to chatter through their journey and be encouraged. Chatter through their journey and find hope. Chatter through their journey, find peace, and chatter through their journey and find joy. And so, as the topic on this broadcast is stepping into year 4, time to build. And what I want to do with this broadcast is just give a synopsis, or what you call that? Um, a summary of my 4 years thus far. Yeah, I will just give a brief summary because so many of you have joined me on this journey. So many of you have been there from day one. So many of you have encouraged me with words of encouragement. So many of you have encouraged me with your emails, with your WhatsApps. I mean, you've just been a truly encouragement to me. And so, as I'm stepping into year 4 of being here on the continent, it's so good to have you with me, my king brother, God. Peace be to you, Jay Hooks. Yes, it's always a blessing to, an honor to see you on my live, and everybody else who comes in and joins in on the live. I know Dr. Sandifer always joins me on the live, and there are several others that joins me on the live. And the wrongest thing to ever do is when you start calling names on this live, you know. But please, I'm grateful for all of you, even those who watch wherever you're watching from, Botswana, Zambia, Tanzania, here in Kenya, in Americas, in the Bahamas, in Jamaica, in the US, in the US Virgin Islands, Trinidad, Canada, yeah, UK. So wherever you're watching from, I am eternally grateful. But I want to give you a summary of my 4 years, because a lot of times people see you going, or they don't see you going actually, and they don't know the sacrifices that you're making to do the work that you're doing. Number one, for me, my sacrifices are being away from my family that I love dearly, my children, my grandchildren. They know how much I love them. I love my grandbabies. Yes, I'm a grandmother. Yeah. And so I miss them definitely dearly. So the sacrifice of being away from them, is it worth it? Yes, it is. Am I looking forward to reuniting with them one day? Yes, I am. And so I'm grateful for that and the sacrifice they are making to allow me to be me and to do that which I came into this earth realm to experience, to do, to cultivate, to explore, to grow, and to accomplish, And so, like I said earlier, I came to Kenya in 2020 in the midst of the pandemic. So you all know this have to be divinely orchestrated. November the 23rd to be exact, and I landed in Kenya. I left America, to be exact. I left the airport of New York on the 20th of November, the 20th, the 21st. actually 21st of November, that night. I think it was like the 11 something flight that night. And I flew from New York to, but you're contemplating this being your home and the place you want to come and live and stuff like that. My first advice is take time to align yourself with the atmosphere, with the spirit of the land. Um, don't be in a rush and a hurry to hurry up and do things and get things done. Even though you may have made contact with people on the land before you came here, I would always encourage people to take time, even with the people you may have contacted before you get here, especially if you've never met those people in life before. If you never met them personally, take time with them. As much as they may have good intentions, a lot of times they still see you as a means of survival. We have several sisters and brothers who didn't take time and they've lost immense amount of money. They didn't give up, but they lost some serious money in terms of not taking time when they first land on the continent. So yes, some people may have good intentions in terms of helping you, but a lot of people are in survival mode. So they would tend to sell you a good story or sell you a good, what you call it, a good song, but at the same time, they're in survival mode. So they're trying to get out of you what they could get out of you, even for themselves. They'll sell you a good story. You understand? But they will try to get out of you whatever it is that they can get out of you. So for me, me being here has truly been the test of faith and the test of time. In my first year of being here, there were words that were spoken from people that I love dearly, and I still love them, even though we may not physically or spiritually be attached anymore. I had to finally sever ties and cords with them, but I still love them dearly. That spoke words that I won't survive and all those different things, but I'm still here 4 years later. I'm still here. So in the first year of being here, in feeling my way and navigating my way, I still accomplish a lot, for a person that travels by themselves to a country that they did not know the language. But I'm grateful that here in Kenya, they speak English. So even though Swahili is the national language and all 42 tribes have their own mother tongue, and then in some of those tribes, they have tribes and clans that have their own dialect and own mother tongue. But I was able and I am able to navigate through all of it and still be here, So in the first year, between landing here November 23rd to November 20th. Excuse me, I'm getting all tongue-tied. I don't know why I'm getting all tongue-tied. Oh my gosh. So November the 23rd, 2020 to November the 23rd, 2021, that first year, was able to get donation of 7 computers for children's home called Shadow Mountains Children's Home. Also was able to connect them with the internet. Also was able to purchase bed sheets and blankets for them. So that was in the first year. I'm giving you a breakdown of the years in terms of the things that I was able to accomplish with the minimum. I was crying the other day. I say, Most High Divine Creator, if you allow me to accomplish these things with the bare minimum, I can imagine what it'd be like when the much comes. You understand that if I had the kind of finances that some of these other big ministries and these people get, I can imagine what I would accomplish. So I was taking that which people would have given to me to sustain myself, not only just to sustain myself, but to help others in the process. Because it ain't all about me. At the same time, yes, I need to survive. I need to pay my bills and all that different stuff, buy food. But in the midst of it, I saw the divine creator um, expand. I saw the little become much. I saw the little bit of flour and a little bit of oil has last now going into 4 years. Yeah. And so it's the first year, 7 computers to the children's home, along with internet service, sheets, blankets. And then there was another area that the Most High used me to help dig a well and also a water reservoir to hold water to be able to help in that community. That's 2020, 21. That was the first year of me being here. The second year of me being here was able to help and pay school fees for five students. Good to see you too, my beautiful sister. Jamaica in the house. So I was the second year, 2021, November of 2021 to November of 2022, I was able to help 5 students with their school fees, help a few families with grocery items and small financial aid and stuff like that. So that's year 2 in terms of what I've accomplished in that year, in between taking care of myself and using some of that which people sow into my life to help others. So I was extending myself. I mean, there are other things that are that I helped with, but I'm just giving you the short version of some of the things that I did here. Year 3, November of 2022 to November of 2023. I relocated out of the city of Nairobi. Yeah, I relocated out of the city of Nairobi and was able to secure some land for our community project. That's year 3, right? So now stepping into year 4, and in year 3, also, was able to help somebody relocate. You understand? That was another set of things that I was doing was in the midst of it. When people relocate, I was able to house them in my apartment and show them how to get around, how to set up their M-Pesa, how to, move around with what you call those things. We have Bolt here. We have, what's the other car company, any which way. But helping people to move around, help them to get adjusted with moving around here. So that was some of the things that I'm still able to do, still doing, I should say, is helping people to adjust and readjust to this different lifestyle and life living that when we come from the Western world that is so different from what we are accustomed to, and even some of the food and the name brands and stuff like that in terms of the food that we have been accustomed to getting and having. So that's year 3. And now going into year 4, I want to start building. I want to fence in the land. Yeah, awesome. I want to be able to fence in the land. And then I want to start putting one structure on the land, just so here land, once you purchase land, you must protect the land, put up fencing and stuff like that, so people will know that this land is already purchased, that people don't go and squat on the land and stuff like that. But even with that, my greatest I won't say my greatest, another thing I want to accomplish going into my 4th year, there's an elderly lady that I met, and I want to be able to build a modern structure for her in terms of bathroom facility. At this day and age, and at her age, my heart is grieved to see that, that there are elderly people who don't have the modern facility in their house. They still have to go outside to an outhouse to release themselves. And I'm not talking to an outhouse whereas they got something that they're sitting on and stuff like that. I call them the squatty potties and stuff like that. You understand? An outhouse in terms of them taking showers and stuff like that, not having that simple thing that we take for granted, that we have access to be able to go into the bathroom and use the toilet and flush the toilet and leave out. There are people who don't have those modern facilities, and there's this elderly lady that I met, and I really would love to do that for her. Give her a bathroom with the shower and the toilet and all that beautiful stuff that a woman of her age should be able to do, to have, before she closes her eyes, she able to enjoy something like that. You understand? And to know that there is somebody out there that cares. And so for the first, I know I said I'm soliciting. I guess that's I could use that. I don't know YouTube if I could use that word. I don't know if I could use that word, right? But any which way, some shape, somehow, I'm appealing to my YouTube listeners to help me make this elderly lady dream come true, in being able to build her a modern facility in her home, so she don't have to go out at night, even in the day. Don't have to go outside to use the toilet, to take a shower, but she can just open up a door in her house and use it. I also want to be able to paint her house too. The house is not painted and stuff like that. There's her roofing is starting to rot because she has those metal roof on top that they decay and do after a while. So I want to replace those. You may ask how much I may need to raise. I believe that to do all of this, if I can raise the minimum of 3,000 US dollars, that will make a serious, serious difference in this elderly lady's life. Just a minimum of 3,000 US dollars. I mean, one person may be able to donate the whole thing, and I would be so excited about it. And then you want to know how you may reach me? I have a PayPal account, and so I would definitely put my my PayPal in the description box. I think that's the best way to do it. I think that's what I will do. So that's my year 4. My year 4 goal is to fence in and put the perimeters on the land. But my main project and focus in front of me is to help this elderly lady have a modern facility inside her house instead of having to go outside to the potty. And so, yes, family, I'm celebrating 4 years of being here on the continent. There's so much that is going on. There's so much that I've learned, so much that I'm still learning. There's so much I cannot say in this public forum here. I don't know how we were able to create a private forum that I may be able to share some of the other information that I've learned since I've been here, because putting that information in this public forum, I make myself a moving target. That's one of the things that I was advised. Hey, I know you have a public platform, and I know you promise to keep your people up to date and what's going on the continent and stuff like that. But the kind of information you now have and that you have been revealed to you, you will become a moving target. And since I've been here, I realized, trust you me, a lot of people that have these public platforms have been kidnapped. Yeah. have been, yeah, what do you call these influencers and stuff like that, have been kidnapped and stuff for putting some information out there that can, that is exposing a lot of things that are happening. And for me, I gotta use wisdom. I cannot be full of zeal and want to hurry, just get the information or then just tell people. But before I used to do that, I used to just let me just tell them I don't care. But I realized I'm not just only doing it in terms of getting the information out there, but I also have other people that I must be concerned about at the same time too, in terms of not endangering their lives. You understand? So if they can't get to me, they may decide to get to those that are closest to me. You understand? And these people have access all over the world. They have influence everywhere. So they can reach, they can't reach you, they know how they can access your family. And that's what I've seen that a lot of people have been abducted and stuff like that. And so I got to use wisdom. But family, that's my 4 years in a, what do you call it? In a nutshell. 4 wonderful years of accomplishing things and doing things for people and making an impact and making a difference. Also, and seeing people come home and seeing people enjoy their relocating and stuff like that. Also, seeing people growing and thriving in their own individual spaces and places and stuff like that. So 2024 going in 2025, my 4th year, I really, really, really want to be able to do great exploits. I want to, like I said, do the modern facility for the elderly lady. That's right here. That's in the frontal lobe of my mind. That ain't in the back here. That's in the frontal lobe of my mind. And start building on the land. I want to start the community. We have enough land to build a community that can house whew, quite a number of people. I'm not only, there's a whole group of us who was able to secure land. I'm not the only one. It is not just me one. It's a group of us that was able to secure land. Okay, and it's a good thing and it's a good feeling to be able to do this. And so I'm eternally grateful for 4 years of being here in Kenya. You know, 2020, November 23rd, 2020. November 22, 23, 24. Yeah, 4 years. And so going into this 4th year, I definitely want to, and then I'm not one to publicize too much because you want to keep people's dignity intact also. That's one of the things that I've learned. Even when I don't mind if people decide to take picture themselves and they share it. That's fine. I mean, sometimes I'll take they'll send a picture to me and I'll be like, wow, it feels so good. Just being able to do like Shadow Mountain Children's Home. I'm grateful for them, and they're grateful for me too. And so much has been accomplished for them. They now have solo lighting and stuff like that. So when they're not able to have the Kenya Power light, they're able to still have power. They're raising chickens and they're raising goats and they're flourishing. They're growing and they're expanding. The children are finishing high school and going off to university. I mean, there's just so much going on with Shadow Mountain, and I thank all who have donated and gave. To me, to be able to be a blessing to Shadow Mountain Children's Home, to be a blessing to those children that I was able to pay their school fees, to those families that I was able to render some small way financial assistance and assistance with some food items, to those who was able to transition and come home, and I was able to help them in terms of being able to fit in. And, it's just, this 4 years has been beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful 4 years. And I'm grateful. And those who, J Hooks talk about me helping him with getting this visa. Yes. However, I can help. I am so happy to be able to help because that's what it's all about. Ubuntu. I am because you are. And that's it. And that's all. That's all I wanted to share today, family. 4 years of celebration. Please, if you can be a blessing financially to helping this elderly lady in terms of me building a indoor facility bathroom for her, please reach out reach out to me, and so I want to, well, for I don't celebrate the holiday season. I don't. But the holiday season is coming in, so a lot of people get all busy, and so there'll be a lot of sales. So this will be a good time to be able to purchase like the toilets and some of the plumbing fixtures and the shower heads and all those different stuff. So this will be a very good time to start purchasing those things and having them. So when it's time to start building, I already have the stuff to start the building, to buy the plywood and the cement and all those stuff that you need to build and put an extension onto a house with a bathroom, the tiles, and all that different stuff. So, like I said, any little adds up. Please don't feel like, oh, I only have this $10 or I only have this, every little bit counts. Your little will go a very long way because your 5 would add with somebody else's 5. Your 10 would add with somebody else's 10. Your 20 would add with somebody else's 20. Your 100, your 1,000. I'm not limiting you to just $10, you know? I'm not limiting you to 10 pounds. Or I'm not limiting you. Some of y'all may be here in Kenya. I'm not limiting you to just 1,000 shillings, um, you know, out of the abundance of your heart, please, give, so I can accomplish this another milestone on our behalf. Because if I doing it, it's not not me just doing it; it is us doing it. Because you play an important role. I placed it in my group that I have, and they already on board in terms of doing their part and stuff. I said, you know what, for my 4th anniversary, my 4th year being here, let me bring it to my YouTube family who was along with me in this journey, and let them know, hey, the first year we did computers, the first year we did computers, we did a well, we did a water reserve, we did sheets and blankets for the children's home, we did computers, we did internet. The second year we did, what we did the second year, we paid children's school fees, we gave out groceries, we helped financially with some people, Third year we was able to secure land. So let's do this for somebody else now. Let's make this elderly lady smile. Let's put a smile on her face. And whatever is left over, I definitely would take it and go to the grocery store and buy, stuff for her and put it inside her house that she would have food to eat at the same time too. So it's good to build a toilet and stuff like that, but also to make sure that she has food to eat. You understand? I want to do the bathroom, do the roofing, paint the house, and make her smile. So thank you, family. Thank you for being with me on this journey. My email is connected to my PayPal also. So my email is in my on my YouTube, Lady Shameen Roberts at gmail.com. So that is also, if I don't have Cash App. And then there's something called SendWave. If those of you who have SendWave, then just email me and I'll be able to give you my Kenyan number to be able to send Wave. There's always so many kind of ways to be able to send funding to help with this project. I thank you. Asante Sana. Yeah, I think it's Asante Sana. Matango, Masako, all those things. Nakupenda sana, sana. And then I like to say, Caxton teachers are the Niha Faraha sana. I am very, very happy to know that 4 years later, I'm still here. I'm still excited about the work. I've not lost my joy. I've not lost my passion. I've not lost my peace. I am still excited about doing the work and touching and changing lives here everywhere I go. Being able to speak into people's lives and be the difference and be the change that they need to see and to know that they are loved. Be an extension of the diaspora here on the continent. Love you, family. Let us continue to live life on purpose, with purpose, for purpose. And let us be gentle with ourselves because we are on a what? A journey. Much love to you. Thank you all so, so much. Thank you all so much. I mean, if anybody have a question you want to ask, I would be happy to answer one or two questions before I shut down this broadcast. Yes. Anybody? Anybody have a question? Anybody has a question you want to ask? Yeah. No questions? Okay. Well, thank you all once again. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Take care of yourself. Until next time. Okay. Okay. Let me just ask. I mean, there's maybe one question I may be able to ask you. I don't know if you don't act. Maybe there are certain things I want. Yeah. If I'm not able to answer it here, I would definitely. You could definitely shoot me the question privately because you may ask a question that somebody else may want to ask too and don't know. So yeah, that's that's it. Uh, okay, land purchase for foreigners here is a two it's two ways. One, if you own a company or if you open up a company, you could buy the land with the title underneath the company's name, and it's yours. You want to get with the title deed and stuff like that. But if you're a foreigner here and if you could even if you apply for residency, if you get residency, you're able to also. But also they have a clause that they've made, whereas as a foreigner, you could purchase land. I guess majority of the countries like that are like that. You could purchase a land and having a Kenyan as a partner in it, and but your name will be on the title deed. Yeah. So that you could purchase land here as a foreigner. But there are certain criteria and stuff like that. There are certain criteria, but purchasing land is possible as a foreigner. And then if you plan on living here and you get your citizenship and stuff, or what you got residency here and stuff like that, yeah, you can. Yeah, it's doable. It's doable. Yeah. Mambo. Salama. Citizenship in Kenya. Um, after 3 years, I think after 3 years or 5 years, I think it's after 5 years you could fly. But no, there are several. They go on the Kenyan thing. There are several ways of gaining citizenship. One is by having a business. Two is by having being here for several years. And the third one by marriage. But all of them is a process. All of them is a process. It isn't an overnight thing. All is a process, but all is doable. You know, all is doable. So it's between 5 and 7 years citizenship, 5 and 7 years. But give or take the process, give or take the rich route you're taking in terms of getting citizenship. If you're just coming and then you're going to reside for a while and then get citizenship, that's after yeah, 3 years of being here, then you could start applying and then putting it in place and stuff like that. So but it's doable. Yeah, it's doable. Any other questions? Kenya is a beautiful country to live in. I'm telling you, yes, you hear all these things with Kenya in the news and stuff like that. Yes, there are all kind of things in the news, but in totality, I'm at peace. You know, I'm at peace. Yeah, yes, it's the same as other African countries, even in terms of the Bahamas, in terms of, money talk. You understand? Money make things happen. The more money make things happen. And also the collective. When we do things as a group, it really helps too to make things happen quicker. Because we do it as a group, you become a collective. But when you're doing it as an individual, it really costs you even more than when you do it as a collective group, you know? Yeah, but for me, Kenya is a very, I love it. Kenya is a beautiful country. The people are beautiful. Nowhere you go, you will have differences and odds and stuff like that. But in all honesty, in terms of getting along with the people and mixing with the people and the people wanting to help you and being very helpful, yes, they are. Kenyans are very, very helpful. But oh, they don't play. They remind me so much of Caribbean people. Oh my gosh. Kenyans remind me of Caribbean people. Jamaica, Bahamas, Barbados, Kenya remind me of the Caribbean. I know, but no place else. But I know Kenya reminds me of the Caribbean. I've been to Tanzania, nah. I've been to Uganda, nah. I've been to South Africa, nah. But Kenya, these are people for real, for real. Sure, the way our community project so important. Looks working with you. That's my dream. Listen, I welcome you, my sister. I welcome you. You have a place here in Kenya. I'm telling you, I welcome you. As soon as you're ready to come, you have a place here in Kenya. That's something you don't have to worry about. You have a place here. Yes, I might you're trusting me. My heart is open to everyone. I'm telling you. I just yeah. But Kenya, I'm like I say, I'm just so at peace. I don't know why I don't want to prolong this broadcast, right? But I'm so at peace. Mama Cheryl, she was in Tanzania. And she was in Tanzania for 2 years. I think Mama Cheryl was in Tanzania for. And she came and visited me here in Kenya. And she spent a month with me. And she went back to Tanzania. She's like, wow, I feel at home. I feel welcome. I feel the sense of community. And she went back to Tanzania, pack up all of her stuff, and moved to Kenya. And she could tell you herself that she could move around freely. She just celebrated her 70th birthday. And she's able to move around freely in Malindi by herself. I don't have to be foot to foot for her. You okay? No, the people are just, she roams around this by herself, just shopping and going to the market, and if people see her and they don't see me with her, where's your daughter? Or where's your sister? You understand? When they see me and they don't see her, where's your mom? Where's your sister? Type of situation. That's how family oriented, or I should say, the people know you, especially if you frequent certain places and stuff like that. They know you. Some may not speak, but they will shake, they'll smile when they see you walk in and stuff like that. You understand? And that's why I love. That's why, even when I was in the city, before I left the city, in that area that I was in, they knew me because you become friendly with the people. We Caribbean people, we carry our our manners and respect everywhere we go. You know, so yeah. But anything else? Anybody else want to add? No other questions? If no other questions, then I will say, badai. Uh, until next time, right? Take care of yourself, family. Yes, 4 years, family. Before I even go, I'm trying to let that sink in. 4 years. 4 years on this journey. 4 years of ups and downs, and 4 years of being talked about and ridiculed and cast down and being sent word curses, being lied on, being talked about, being ridiculed, but also in the midst of all that negative, the positive, being encouraged, being strengthened, being motivated, being productive, overcoming, conquering, maintaining, and accomplishing so many great things that outweigh all the bad and negative things. So I could pull on that scripture, say, whatsoever things are good, of good report, whatsoever things of virtue, whatsoever, think on these things. So I choose to think on the good things, the great possibilities. I see the community finish. I see the park and us walking around the park and us having swings and the children playing and us having our children's home and us having our school and us having our supermarket and us having our farmers market and us growing our own food, our own callaloo and our own cabbage and bell peppers and all of those beautiful things, us growing ourselves. Real community. Having a barbecue pit and a central area to meet, to have potluck. I am just, yeah. I'm thankful to the Most High. I am Nushukuru. I am grateful. I am grateful. So I look forward to seeing some of you in this fourth year. I'm looking forward to 2025, not missing without some of you touching down on the continent, no matter where it is. It don't have to be Kenya, it could be Tanzania, it could be Namibia, it could be Zambia, it could be Zimbabwe, Malawi, wherever it is, Ghana, but just touching down on the continent and feeling the presence of our ancestors, feeling the presence of our, just feeling that and embracing the awe of this is where life begun. And then we expanded throughout the lengths and breadth of the earth. I think I finished with that now. Love you all. Take care of yourselves.